Now we're gonna fix this Scion XB. Not really fix, but at least we'll have a good time on this Scion XB. Okay, let's wait for a while. As you all know, the Scion XB or Toyota BB has some fault in it, or a malfunction. The malfunction is the AC compressor located right there. It's leaking refrigerant slowly over time. It doesn't leak it immediately, like in 2 weeks or so, but it will leak after a month. And I found out it leaks significantly when I just let this car sit under the sun. So what's the fix on this? Okay, I'll show you. Okay, let's go in the car. The fix is, if you're not running the car, you just start the car. Let it warm up with the AC off. I have a high RPM for a while. That will just sit in for a while, okay? The engine's running fine, no smoke. Just smells gasoline right there. So I'll explain why you need to start the car when it's not running. Okay, the reason is because it's sitting under the sun for a long time. It heats up the components, and sometimes the shafting of the compressor doesn't even move. What happens is the O-ring or the rubber seal in that shafting will just sometimes dry up, and it can get loose or have a large clearance that the refrigerant will just seep out slowly. Because I tried and searched for leaks in the refrigerant or in the AC system using a UV dye, but it didn't show up. It didn't show up in the condenser. It didn't show up in any of the lines, rubber lines, tubings, and in the compressor itself. It doesn't leak out anything. It doesn't leak out anything. So I could just say that there is a solid conclusion, not really solid, but a mere speculative conclusion about this, that the O-ring on the compressor, when it's not moving, leaks a lot of fluid. So what you do is turn on your car, switch on the engine. When it's warmed up, or when the RPM idles, turn the fan on, not in the maximum setting, just enough. Turn on the AC. By this, you could just help the air conditioner move. The compressor shall move, the shafting shall move, and all the oils and all the refrigerant will circulate, and it won't stagnate. By that, you can lubricate the O-ring, and then you will temporarily reduce the refrigerant leak. The refrigerant leak is minuscule, so slow that over 2 months, it's right then and there you will just recharge the refrigerant. But most of the time, when I just sit this car under a week, no use, it will leak refrigerant significantly, so that I could feel the lack of air conditioning. So hopefully this helps. You just run it for about 10 minutes a day at least, okay? And hopefully after 3 months it won't leak or more.